Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're well and eating good. Today I have for you these delicious oatmeal and cranberry cookies. So good. Chewy on the inside, crispy on the outside, and full of yummy goodness. Okay, really easy, just like any of my recipes. So let's get right in. First thing you want to do is make some flax egg, okay? I get mine from Prozzies, of course, so they've sponsored this video. Use my link down below to get yours. What we want to do is grind this down to a powder. I just put mine into my little blender thingy and blend it down. It takes no time at all, a couple seconds. And as soon as it's a powder, I actually store this in an airtight container. So I don't need all of this. I just wanted to show you guys how I use flax egg. If you weren't using flaxseed, if you're not vegan, just go for an egg in this recipe, okay? It's the same thing. So I hydrate 2 tablespoons of that in some water and leave it to set aside. Sorry because my camera cut out, but I did have coconut oil, vegan butter, brown sugar and white sugar in this bowl, and I'm just creaming it together. I will have all the specs and measurements on my blog post, so I'm so sorry about cutting it out. You just want to mix this and cream it until everything is nice and combined. It's very important for you to do this stage because you want to make sure everything is incorporated. So when that's done, you then add your flax egg. You can use a hand mixer for this, whatever you want, but I think it's easy to do by hand, okay? So I add in the flax egg and just give that a mix. It does go gloopy and things, so it pretty much acts like an egg, guys. It's really cool. For flavorings, I add cinnamon. You could add vanilla or orange flavoring, whatever you want, go wild. This is just a cookie base, but in terms of add-ons, just do what you want. So in a clean dry bowl, I'm going to add in the dry ingredients. Okay, I do this separately so I can incorporate them well. I use a mixture of plain flour and oat flour. I do get mine from Prozzies, link down below, as well as my discount code. Okay, and then I use bicarb of soda or baking soda to some of you. Please, please, please make sure you get baking soda if you want a nice chewy flat cookie. So remember, soda spreads, powder puffs. You don't want baking powder in this recipe. So once you've put that in, you want to just use a whisk, combine everything and break up the lumps. You can sieve it if you want to, but I'm a bit lazy. Okay, so just incorporate that, give it a nice whirly well. And then we're going to add it into our wet ingredients, okay? I also do add a dash of milk in here. This is homemade oat milk. I have a recipe for this. I'll put the link down below. It's on my channel. I just add a bit of this if I feel the mixture gets too dry. It is a dry dough, like a pretty thick dough, but just to, loosen it up because I had more flour, I am going to add a bit of milk. So give that a mix, and I'm going to add in half of the flour now. So dry into the wet, not wet into the dry, and just combine that well. At first you're going to think, oh, this is a bit hard, it's not incorporating, but don't worry, it all gets in there and it's perfectly fine. So then I add in the rest of the mix and continue mixing this. If you did want to make cookie dough, edible cookie dough, just bake the flour in the oven and then you can add it in and pretty much eat that raw, and I think people enjoy that for some reason. But yeah, just combine this until it's dry like this. It will start to get a bit tough but smooth at the same time, okay? So I just felt mine felt pretty okay. Time to add in my add-ons. So I'm doing cranberry and coconut as well as oat flakes because that's what I was feeling for, but you can do chocolate chip, you can do orange, you can do just cinnamon, vanilla. Guys, the list is endless. Sprinkles really is up to you. Take the base away and do what you want. I also add in the oat flakes in 2 stages because it's a dry ingredient. I want to make sure it's incorporated well. And just give that a mix, guys. That's pretty much it. It's just mixing in 2 batches. So once that's done, I'm going to now bake it. You can use ice cream scoops for even measurement or weigh it out. I also bake mine on a silicone mat because it's so good. You don't have to throw it out and it lasts forever. So once I've got my portions there, I did spread them out with my fingers before putting them in the oven. I do want to, really emphasize this because you will just get a kind of stodgy cookie if you don't. While that's baking in the oven, I then make just a little glaze, which is just powdered sugar with a little bit of oat milk. So simple, okay? And then once that's done, the cookies are amazing. Okay, they're so good, so crunchy on the outside. I'm going to show you the difference between the one I didn't spread out, because I did a couple batches, and the ones I did. So you can see how that resembles more of a cookie and the other one's a bit puffier. You know, you can leave it like if you don't want to. So there you have it, guys. I drizzled on the glaze once the cookies were cooled, and there you have it. Oatmeal cranberry cookies. Please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye.